Hi all. In this video, I'm going to try to give a bit more detail of an incident or an example of what's happened to me with a Thai woman, a Thai girl. In a lot of previous videos, I've talked in general terms about Thailand and Thai women. Obviously, get lots of the insults and so forth. People who don't know what they're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Sorry about that. Just trying to put the camera down somewhere. Boy. And what happened, try to keep this video as short as possible. It's a pregnancy scam. Okay, so this was a Thai girl that I met in here in Sydney. And again, cut a long story short and get straight to the point. So basically, I only found out, obviously, I realised after a couple of years that, well, she must have been taking, obviously, contraceptives the whole time. So she basically made out like she was pregnant. Obviously a total scam. She wasn't pregnant. Okay, it was a total scam to get me to marry her, so she can stay in Sydney, get a visa, and all that sort of stuff. So the first thing that happened was that you know how you can get that thing you stick in the urine with the two red stripes as a positive test. So she obviously brought in a cup of urine from obviously plenty of Thai people in Sydney into my house. We brought the pregnancy tests. Now, in hindsight, should I have gone into the bathroom and watched her pee into a cup to check it? Obviously, but you know, um, it's just obviously, it never occurred to me that I should go to those lengths. I mean, I trust people. This is why scammers and liars can achieve things, can get away with it, because people, at least for me, maybe I'm naive, but you do trust people sometimes. So scammers and liars take advantage of your trust. So I never thought I had to actually go in there to catch her out. Watch you pee into a cup to do the test. So anyway, she must have had a cup of urine, right? I'm pregnant, two stripes on the little thing. Okay. The next step was and also she was like a bigger set girl. So, the bigger girls can be a few months pregnant and you can't tell really. So, okay, that's just in case you're wondering why if she gets pregnant and gets bigger. Okay. So then later, we went to a medical centre. She had an ultrasound. Now, should I have gone with her to, I was at work. She said she'll get an ultrasound, see a doctor while I was at work. Okay, fine. We actually went to a medical centre to pick up the ultrasound results, the big envelope thing with all the copies of the pictures. So obviously this medical, which was a proper medical centre, they must have been in on the scam, or at least some of the staff members, or there might have been a Thai person working in there or something. It's just incredible how, I would love to know which one and investigate that, but I got no idea, which medical centre that was. But in hindsight, I should have chased it up. Um, anyway, so we go to a medical centre and pick up the X-rays, pictures of the small baby and so forth, ultrasound. Her name is on the front. On the X-ray itself, her name was there. So it was all a scam. There must be I assume there's like an industry in Sydney of Thai people making up fake, obviously passing around urine, and doing fake ultrasound and X-rays. It's incredible. This I know this is hard to believe, but it's true. So they were fake ultrasound results that we picked up from a medical centre. It must have been like some inside job there. Like how that was organised, I've got no idea. How we can, and obviously it made it more realistic that we had to go to a medical centre to pick it up. It looked real. I mean, sorry, it was a real medical centre, but picking up the results, it just seemed authentic. Obviously, it was all fake. So the first thing was bringing urine into my house, fake pregnancy test, picking up fake ultrasound results from a medical centre. Okay. The third step was to see a doctor. Now, this doctor, I'm going to really rack my brains and try to think who that was because I do want to report this doctor if I ever find out who it is. It was a Thai doctor, a woman, okay, a proper Thai female doctor here in Sydney. Obviously in on the scam as well. That's the incredible thing. And who knows how many other women and how many other men have been scammed by that doctor, pay us some money to do a fake result. And we go to see the doctor, and all she did, in hindsight, it was all sus. But at the time, I just didn't think it was suspect. But in hindsight, I thought, yeah, that was ridiculous because all she did was just fill out a form to say, yeah, you're pregnant on this day, expected birth date is this date, and give a certificate to her, to the girl. That's it. And we walked out. Like in hindsight, she did no examination, no tests, no nothing. It was just talk to her, talking in Thai, mind you, and just fill out a bit of paper to say you're pregnant. Okay, and that was a proper Thai doctor in Sydney. So that was the third step, which was obviously fake. And I don't know how much, this story, I can probably talk for hours, but again, I'll try to keep it as short as possible because eventually her visa ran out. And then like a week before she had to go back to Thailand, all the tears started flowing. Why didn't you marry me? I'm going back to Thailand and I've got no visa, no marriage. We should have married, making me feel bad. When, I'm thinking back now, I've got to think back before, when you're with someone I don't recall the issue of really marrying really coming up as a major subject, but a week before she has to go back to Thailand, it's all I'm pregnant and so forth. Luckily, in hindsight, I didn't. Maybe I did the right thing. I don't know. Maybe I should have married her because we seemed like a good couple anyway, but obviously she was a total scammer. I'm not going to mention names, but I will do a Facebook post and I will try to find her on Facebook and post, screenshots of her name on Facebook because I do want to, talk about her name. But for this purpose, I'll just do the video and I won't mention names. So she goes back to Thailand and I actually said, okay, look, I can come to Thailand in about 4 or 5 months. I'll have holidays and I'll come to Thailand and we'll marry. Cut a long story short, 4 or 5 months later, I went to Thailand, stayed with her for 4 weeks. And again, on the last couple of days, she starts crying about, oh, we didn't marry, this and everything. I've been here for 4 weeks and we never talked about getting married. And if she was desperate, I don't think she wanted to marry me. That's why the whole thing was a scam. And to be honest with you, until the day I die, I'll never know whether she really wanted to be with me or I don't think so. And I don't think she wanted to marry because, as I said, I was with her for 4 weeks and, going sightseeing and doing all this sort of stuff. And the last 2 days, what happened? We have to marry and she's crying again and stuff like this. And by that stage, it was Friday. Okay, well, let's go and get married now. Can we do it now or something? And, oh no, the office is closed. Can you stay another week? So I go back to work on Monday. This is the sort of shit that was going on. But it was all done. And then for the next, she stringed me along for the next 2 years. It took me about 2 years for the penny to drop that she was a total liar and a scammer because then she actually had children. Now, the thing is, she simply had married and had children, but she was still up to 2 years later, still contacting me, making out like her children were my children, I was a father and so forth, for the next 2 years. And the penny dropped eventually. It took me you can accuse me of being stupid and naive. Boy, I learned a big lesson there. Obviously, those children, she just married. She went back to Thailand, married and had children. but she's still doing her best to scam me and to string me along. That those children were my children. That's anyway. Look, this video's 10 minutes now. Just wanted to talk about that pregnancy scam. Yes, I was stupid, but is it a crime to trust someone? Like, when it comes to Thai women, just another example. This was a detailed account of an actual thing that happened to me with a Thai woman, a Thai girl. So be very careful out there. If you want to get messed up with Thai women, there it is. A pregnancy scam here in Sydney. The pregnancy test, picking up fake ultrasound results, and then seeing a Thai doctor in Sydney. 3 steps, and they were all in on this incredible scam that I was suckered into. So there it is. I'll see you next time.